I'm Amy Gunderson, and we're here to talk about the Uptown Worsted Don't Be a Square Knit Along afghan. And this month we are talking about slip stitch color work. And slip stitch color work is really awesome because you can do these really fun patterns, and unlike, say, Fair Isle color work, you're only holding one color per row. So we're going to learn what a new symbol on your chart means, and that symbol looks like a little V, and it means you're going to be slipping stitches either with the yarn in back or the yarn in front. So let's get started. I have a small swatch started here, and this is basically the equivalent of row 7 on your chart for block 5, which is check it. So after the little garter stitch border, first we're going to knit 2 stitches, and then we come to that little symbol that looks like the V. And what this means is to slip stitches purlwise. So I'm going to insert my needle into that stitch, and purlwise means as if to purl. If I was going to be doing it knitwise, I would be going in that direction. But I'm going purlwise, so purlwise with the yarn in back on right side rows. So I'm on the right side row, I'm going to do it with the yarn in back. I'm going to do that twice. Next 2 stitches are knit. Now this is pretty important. You don't want to pull the yarn too taut across the back of the work. See how there's a little bit of give there because that strand has to travel across the back of 2 stitches. So I'm going to leave it with just a little bit of slack there. Go ahead and knit my second stitch. Do that again. And an easy way to do that and make sure you're not pulling it too taut is to make sure these 2 stitches are kind of spread out across your needle. So, because if they were scrunched up, you might have a tendency to pull too tightly there. So just leave them all nice and spread out there. And we get to the end of the row, and you'll notice on the chart that basically you're doing, on the wrong side rows, you're going to be doing the reverse of what you did on the right side rows. So instead of slipping the yarn in back, now I'm going to be slipping it in front. So I'm going to do it purlwise again with the yarn held in front. So basically it's always to the wrong side of the work. So whether you have to slip it in back or in front, make sure that those strands are always on the wrong side of the work. And that is what it looks like after the first row. So here's what the same swatch looks like after just a few more rows. You can see that the next set of this contrast color is you're just alternating, you know, which stitches you slip. So keep following the chart and be sure not to pull your yarn too tight across the back of the work, and I think you're going to do great. And the next block in this series uses the same basic technique. So this should get you started. Good luck. Have fun.